Superman from 2025 was one of my favorite movies of last year. I had a lot of fun with it. It hit at the perfect time. It was just that movie. We get those movies every so often where it just hits the perfect time in our lives. And I was excited for the rest of the DCU. It looked promising after Superman. And I think the gun jammed. Welcome back to an Autopsy. We're talking about Supergirl. I was excited for this movie. I genuinely was. I thought it would be a lot of fun. I thought the trailers were very much giving a lot of gun. And I didn't like that. I've been very strongly against James Gunn's way of making a movie, but he proved me wrong with Superman, so I was willing to give him a chance. And I think the trailers were trying to lean into it because, like, marketing as a Guardians movie kind of works. The internet is having a fucking aneurysm over this movie. It can't decide if it's good. It can't decide if it's bad. It can't decide whether it's not, because guess what? The internet does not know what okay is. This movie's okay. I will say that out front, it is an okay film. It is a fine film. Yeah, it's an okay film. I have a lot of problems with it, and I will talk about all my problems with it, but I think it's an okay film. I had a decent amount of fun with it. It's a frustrating movie to me. And again, I'll get into that in a little bit, but let me get into the things I like about it. And basically, it starts and ends with Millie Alcock. I think she's fantastic as Supergirl. I think that she has surpassed her predecessors by far. I think Sasha Calle and Melissa Bonest, that's not how you say her last name because it's French, are really good. But they're Superman in a skirt. Millie Alcock's not Superman in a skirt. She actually has personality. She gives it a lot of herself. She really acts her ass off, and she really gives it her own little twist and her own personality to the character. And I love that. This Supergirl is fantastic. I love the character itself so much. I think that if we put her somewhere else, I think she could work really well. I just don't know why it didn't work here. I think the Supergirl works because of Millie's performance rather than the movie working to support her. So let's get into everything else. This movie is so frustrating to me because it's uncreative. It does not try to give a creative experience. It does not try things. It kind of falls back into safety. And Craig Gillespie is the problem for that movie. I swear to God. Because I think he took from James Gunn so fucking much. I think the reason why people are blaming James Gunn is because this movie looks like a James Gunn movie. It plays like a James Gunn movie. There's not much different from James Gunn movie besides the name that's the director. And that there's no Guardians here. I swear to God, the set design, if you took Millie out of the movie, or photoshopped her out, you believe this is a Guardians movie. Which one? I don't fucking know. It's an uncreative set design, and everything kind of looks like a Guardians movie. It feels like a Guardians movie. If it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it probably is a duck. That's this movie. It walks and talks like a duck. It walks and talks like a Guardians movie. And that's not a good thing. I have my personal problems with the Guardians movies, and I'm not going to be like, yes, this movie sucks because it's a Guardians movie. It sucks because it doesn't want to try to be anything different. That's the reason why this movie struggles to do anything different or be anything new. It just falls into being a Guardians movie, and that's a problem. Now, the characters that surround that design and that concept aren't very good besides Millie and her performance as Kara Zor-El. I'm dead fucking serious. Lobo's okay. Lobo's an R-rated character, but he's playing in a PG-13 playground. You can't really put an R-rated character in a PG-13 playground and hoping it works. It kind of feels like he's censored, and it feels like there's something missing. It kind of feels like he's here to semi-progress the plot, which he does a little bit, get his own TV show in like 2 years. That's what it feels like. The main villain, I think his name is Crane, something like that. He is the guy from Thor: The Dark World. That's who he's going to be. Malekith, that's his name. He's going to be Malekith from Thor: The Dark World. No one remembers his name. No one really cares what he does. He kind of is just there. I'm dead serious. That's my comp. If I'm going to go from Marvel and DC, that's my comp for him. He has no motivation. I'm dead fucking serious. There's no motivation for him. He's just a bad guy who shoots crypto, and now Supergirl's going after crypto, and he is not really going for anything else. He has no motivation. He doesn't have this master plan. He doesn't have anything, besides, I'm evil, and I have the antidote. That's it. I killed some people. Oh shit. That's his motivation. The supporting character next to Supergirl. Don't remember her name because she's so bad. I'll respect her to the actress. I don't know who she is. I don't know what she's done. I don't know how old she is. I don't know anything about her besides that her performance here is poor. I don't know if she's supposed to be in her 20s. I don't know if she's supposed to be 12. Because she acts like she's in her 20s. They kind of treat her like she's in her 20s towards the end of the movie, but they also treat her like she's 12 half the movie. She's kind of in that like kid position where it's like she doesn't really do anything, but we have to protect her because she progresses the plot. Dead serious, I don't think we see her do anything besides one scene. I think one scene we show her that she's a little bit smarter than we think she is, and that's it. I really don't care for her. Her motivation is revenge, and that's it. Like we get clear motivation for her, and I don't really care otherwise. She doesn't give anything to me. She doesn't give me anything to like connect with her character whatsoever, besides that she wants to have revenge. But I don't care about her revenge because the villain fucking sucks. Her character is dependent upon the villain, and the villain isn't very good. That's the problem with her character. Her connection with Kara is poor. Kara treats her as less than most of the time. Not like she's mean to her, but that she's less than. Runs up to the main bad guy and puts the swords in the neck. And that's where the main philosophical and moral like standpoint in the movie. Don't kill for revenge because it will haunt you in the end. Which is a good message, good moral standpoint. My problem is, it doesn't make sense for Kara whatsoever. She's so against it. For like, you cannot have this vengeance because it will haunt you, and that you are young, like, because you're younger than me, and I don't want you to have this like weight on you. That's my viewpoint of why she's saying this. Kara doesn't have any of that. She doesn't have that weight of killing someone out of vengeance and it going away. She has the weight of Krypton, which is really that storyline done really well. Her weight and her grief around her home and being away from it because it's gone, and that she has to deal with being in a new place is fantastic. That storyline works really well. And I kind of wish they built off of that rather than having the secondary thing where she has to have this moral high ground against the supporting character, against the villain. And she kills the villain because it doesn't matter for her. And you know what? That makes sense. That part of things makes sense. The first part of it, of her stopping her because the weight is too much for anyone to bear. But like, you don't have the same weight. It's a completely different weight. There's no vengeance for you, Kara. The planet's blown up because people, the Kryptonians, didn't really care for it. And they slowly died up because of the sickness. Because her dad, which is the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You. Not Heath Ledger, not Joseph Gordon-Levitt. The other guy who falls in love with the Shakespeare girl. Anyways, there is no vengeance for her that she had done that to get her like soul like ripped away from her. It's just that her soul was ripped away from her because of things that could never be stopped. So I don't understand why her viewpoint is like that. It's a very poorly built thing where it like she is so vehemently against her, like this girl having revenge, but there's no reason for her being vehemently opposed to it. If that makes sense. Besides that, she's young and she has a soul still. This movie, like I said, the set designs and everything kind of, and the alien designs look like a Guardians movie. It talks like a Guardians movie. It probably is a Guardians movie. Walks like a duck, talks like a duck. It probably is a duck. That's my viewpoint on the set design and like just the overall like design of space in this movie. It's just Guardians. But the movie also doesn't look good. It looks bad. Lighting in Hollywood has been this thing of blue and oranges for about a decade now. I want to say about a decade. It got popular around a decade ago. And I've hated it ever since. Because it makes movies look bad. Because you gotta light perfectly with those colors, and movies don't know how to light perfectly. Makes it worse when you're working with green screens. The green screens here fucking suck. They look poor 99% of the time. I think there's a few good green screens. That, like, people give Black Widow shit because it has one bad green screen in that movie. This movie is filled with them. It looks bad, and the lighting's poor. It generally pisses me off while looking at this movie from time to time. One thing people keep talking about, the fucking needle drop. Oh, the needle drop in this movie. Again, we are unable to make a creative decision in our mind, Craig. Craig, where's using the creative decision of your brain here? So there's a needle drop in this movie towards the end, and the scene overall, besides the green screen, of course, is dope. It's Kara kind of zooming around, fucking people up, just around our supporting character, and it's dope. The song does not match. It can be slow. We've had needle drops that are slow. It can be upbeat. I don't know what the fuck that was. I don't. That needle drop is very, very bad. And I don't think we should need a needle drop here. Besides that, it's a James Gunn movie, apparently. That's why we need a needle drop. The music is not very important in this movie. She wears headphones from time to time because it's loud in Metropolis and her hearing is, you know, Superman level hearing. So it makes sense there. Like, but we don't usually use music often in this movie whatsoever. So I don't know why we need a needle drop to be like this big thing, or like this thing. And the song is bad. Apparently it was chosen a few weeks beforehand with the hand of James Gunn, and the gun definitely jammed here. In my mind, I go to a different DC movie. I don't go to punk rocker with Superman when it comes to the scene. I go to the Batman. The hallway scene. He's beating people up and he's has this massive fucking score behind him. It's a fucking baller ass scene. Just do something like that. Because the scene overall, like the visual experience of it, isn't that bad besides the green screen of it. It looks fine. It's a fucking cool scene of Kara zooming around, saving her. And it's a dope scene in concept. And it works well visually, but auditorily it sucks. And I've been talking about a lot of negatives. The story is fine. Like the overall story of Kara having to save Crypto because Crypto is her last remnant of her history is fantastic. That storyline works so fucking well. Emotionally, it got me a little bit. I started tearing up a little bit. It worked. It worked really, really well. I love that part of the movie. And Kara works really well for this fucking movie. The rest of the movie does not support her weight. It crumbles under it so fucking badly. It's again, this movie isn't bad. It's just a frustrating experience. That's why I'm so angry about this. It's an okay. I gave it 2.5 stars out of 5. It's an okay time, but it's so frustrating because it's an uncreative direction for this franchise, and there's so much more it could have been, but it decided to take the easy way out and recreate Guardians of the Galaxy. And that's why it's so fucking frustrating. And I'm so angry about this movie. It's because it's okay, but it could have been so much more.